Hello everyone! Hi. How is everyone? I'm hoping that everyone's going well. How is everyone today? I hope that you're going well. Hello, Jessica. How are you? What would you like to ask today? Destiny, just ask your question. Hello, Harsha. How am I? I'm going good, thank you. Well, Jeevan and I marry. It's very possible, yes. I would say that this person's very happy and very vibrant. Very independent, but is very happy. So yes, Jessica, I would say so. Niv says, should I take trigonometry this semester? It's hard. I would say hold it, because I think you'll be overwhelmed. You won't be able to concentrate on this moment, Nymph. I would say hold off on the trigonometry. Deal Mendy says, hey Cass, how does AJ feel about me? Willing enough to enjoy this time spent with you, and they're not looking forward to like the future, but they're enjoying the present with you, Deal Mendy. Destiny says, will I talk to Keegan again? No worries. How's everybody going? Yes, that is very I would say yes, you will get to speak to Keegan again, and possibly very soon, Destiny. Sailing Lena says, hello, Amnesia. My Pisces X feelings and next actions towards me. Hello, Vit. I think that obviously they're kind of waking up to how you approach things and how you deal with things, and they possibly have a little bit more kind of suffering attached to you, so they might be going, oh yeah, well that person's was selfish or something like that. Sailing Lena, that doesn't mean that you might feel like you're selfish, but they feel like that, so they're feeling very jaded in this connection right now. Amnesia, can I and my person Chetan have a divine love connection? Well, it's hard because there is this feeling of what would I say, non-completeness, a little bit of like holding back on this connection. So I think that in general, Amnesia, it's kind of hard because you possibly, both of you might have a stereotypical idea of what a divine love connection is, and not about the reality of love. You might have to kind of really figure out how much you're willing to, like, let's say every single love connection, because it's connected to us, is messy. It's all and if you don't actually explain what you want from a connection, you're never getting that. So even if it's divine, you're not going to get what you want, and your partner never get what they want, because you're never communicating about that. Vit says, hi, I've been emotionally unstable. What does my sister Libra want me to know at this time? That you have to be more understanding that you are a very independent person. That even though you might feel weak asking people to do stuff for you, this is a character trait that you need to work on. As an independent person, it might be really hard to ask for what you want. And a lot of times people don't understand that about you because they see just the independent side of you. And you've got to realize that your independence means that you attract people very willingly towards you because you're very more extroverted than, let's say, the King of Cups. And so therefore you attract people to you, but they kind of wave on, like, they're on your energy of your hyper, your very happy nature. And when you're unhappy, that means that some people will leave, and that's not your fault. It's just sometimes that's a thing that happens, and that's okay. That's fine, Fit. So just if people leave, that's not your fault. It's just that they can't, they weren't there for that person, and you just sit there and go, okay, that person wasn't there, well, invest in the people that are still there. Fit. Everything has its days, ups and downs. Cindy, give me a second, and you're on the next question after Zenib. So with reconciliation will be done through me and your husband. Zenib, your question is, okay, so reconciliation. Your husband has to decide, and this is one of those life decisions, so they're taking their time. So your husband's taking his time because it's a life-altering decision. Whatever happens, it is an alter of life. But at the other hand, you are back to your normal, intelligent self. Very, very logical, very rational, also very intelligent. So you do have your kind of feeling with that. And I think in general, if you can keep holding your calm, rational self, they'll come back. Cindy says, will D reach out soon? I think they're saving their resources at the moment, so they possibly won't be like reaching out anytime soon, because with this being upright, it means a saving of money, or like you could say a saving of time. They just don't have the resources able to contact you anytime soon, Cindy. Beautiful soul, hello. And hello, Angelina. What are George's actions towards me at this time? No worries. Okay, what's George's actions at... I think you've got the same kind of person as me. I tend to be a little bit more chaotic. Hello, Tetty. So I tend to be a lot of more chaos in general. And my partner finds me very messy. So it might be that they just see that chaotic, messy state. They don't know what they should feel, other than they're like, oh, clean up your own mess kind of feeling. Beautiful soul. So it might be that they just have to sit there and go, oh no, do I cope with this mess? Or stuff like that. Okay, Roshan. He's still being a very pernicious person. I would say in general, Angelina, Roshan is feeling kind of still like in a state of nah. So it could be that he's reconsidering coming back in this connection, because he might have just went, oh wait, actually the treat is good that you're offering. But in general, in reverse, he's just being a little bit of a thing. So if he doesn't get a contact with you, just walk away. Because he's not gonna understand that he's got something good until you kind of leave him waiting. So hello Colvia, how are you? What's in store for me and AA? Well, I don't know. I've never been to AA. Sorry. The cats didn't like that joke. They kind of ran away. Give me a second. Yeah. Sorry, Tatty. They kind of ran away. No, it was Deal Amend. God. The cards say to look after yourself first, to actually like care for yourself first, which kind of means that I don't know whether this will keep on going as the way it's going, because when the cards kind of say look after yourself first, they're pretty much saying yeah, kind of look after yourself and then things. I'm good. What about you? I'm going great. I'm sorry that we didn't do one on Sunday. I kind of felt very, very burnt out. Teti says, will V, a Libra, get in contact with me? Aries. Teti, I don't think so. This is King of Swords in reverse. This means that this person has no patience or time for other people right now. And kind of really putting themselves in a state of, what would I say? Like, my granddad probably be the thing of this. They don't suffer fools gladly, so they're probably just in their own little world, complaining about everything. General love reading. Okay, Gurung, before I actually explain this to you, I want to say that this might come across as not being understanding. But this is, the whole idea is when you're in a relationship in the past, you might have decided to be more, like you might sabotage the relationship a bit to try and see if people would like you or still love you even if you sabotage. And this is harder going to get yourself out of, because you might sit there and go, well, how can I prove that someone loves me without like being a little bit of a person that picks fights or stuff like that. And you might have to kind of realize where that's from. Like, where in life did you get taught that kind of love pattern that you're now using? And so therefore, when you realize why you sabotage relationships, it will be easier for you to move on and accept when people love you, instead of you needing to always worry about it. Colvia says, hello, may I know what the current feelings of L Sagittarius are towards you? Okay, they are kind of wanting to actually connect and play with you. There is a miscommunication on that, Colvia, because usually they want to work together and communicate and cooperate with you. But they've also left go of the control of this, and they're leaving that to you. So a lot of times with this might mean that someone has told you something, and then your wires have been crossed, and now they're letting control go, so you take it up. But it seems very positive. If you kind of realize and reach out and try to keep on going, oh yeah, would you like coffee, or would you like this? I'm very sure in general that will work out very, very well for you. Okay? No worries, beautiful soul. Hello, Dion. Musiki Moon. Energies between me and Elle, says Mizuki. So a lot of times with what we go through every single day, we tend to stop thinking about how we approach other people, and sometimes this is hard. So energy between me and Elle, something happened. There was an argument in the past that has not been resolved. There is still this tension going on between you. And whatever happens, you can always apologize for what you've done. Even if you don't feel like if the action felt worth something to you, like you're like, well, the argument was valid, you can always say, I'm sorry I hurt you. We always have to go and deal with, because always in a relationship or in general, we need to realize that there's two to every kind of conversation, two to every story as well. Prinyaka says, what are true intentions of S towards me? It's kind of weird. This feels like a person that wants to go their own way in life. They tend to forge their own path. And it might mean that they're trying to wait for you to kind of differentiate yourself from the herd and follow them, because they're going in a direction and they're seeing if you're going to go in the same direction as them, or if you're going to be still part of the herd or part of the sheep. So therefore, if you're scared of what other people think of you or this connection, they're going to leave you behind, because they are already in their own kind of state of leaving most of the things behind that most other people find important. Sparkly Smile! Hello, Sparkly. How are you today? You said you were good, Colvia. I tried to put you as a bot and then realized that there's a lot of Colvias out there, and I didn't have your YouTube channel thing for you. So when will you get a job? There's a nervous energy around you. There's like this whole idea that you don't know what you're doing, or you don't know what you want. And so therefore this is the nervousness to you at the moment, Sparkly. And I would say that you can put this to good use, because when you're in a state of nervousness and a state of like, I don't know what I want, anticipation, you can always put yourself out there a little bit more, because there is some energy that comes with nervousness, and it gives you quite a lot of drive. And you could just go, all right, okay, today I'm gonna work on this. And so therefore use your nervous energy right now to kind of give yourself a plan of attack, a plan of action. Wake up every single day and just go, okay, I'm gonna apply for jobs. I'm gonna go looking around and see if there's any jobs for me. Try and see if there's anything online that you want to do. So what is O's current thoughts about me? O's in a state of physical move. Jades, I think they're packing up to move. Yeah, so Jades, I don't know. They seem to be physically moving somewhere. And usually when that happens, they're going to be in a state where they're like moving and departing somewhere. So it might be very hard for them to stay in contact with you. Yeah. No way, Sparkly. Pritzy says, hi, what does MD want from me? Wants to actually have, like, what would I say? you to show them that they are wanted or needed, or they have a stable connection with you. Because a lot of times, if you're talking about a woman, we want a protector and a provider. It doesn't mean that we're expecting Pritzy, but we do want someone that can protect and provide for us in a certain way. It doesn't mean that we're expecting you to give us your bank card. It's not expecting you to always cook dinner. It's just like, in general, we want someone to look after us. And that could be the same with the guy. Wants someone to look after their feelings, be there as a constant, be there when they're feeling down. Yeah. So then it's fine. May I ask, Monet, just ask your question. I'll get to you as soon as I can. So Denise says, what's David's feelings for me? Firstly, there is something that you do that annoys them in the present. And I would say that you need to figure out what it is. There's a trait that you do that they don't particularly like. And they're kind of very one-directional right now. So if they're obsessed with you, possibly. More than anything else, they've got a very one-track mind at the moment. There's a good thing about this connection, that they see that there's a potential there. So it could be just that they're a little bit annoyed by some quirks that you do, that, like, they say when people are more chaotic, they tend to annoy people that are more neurotic. That doesn't mean that I'm saying that, but sometimes people don't have that. DT says, if I marry Parquet, will I be happy with him and his family? Firstly, I see that if you marry him, you will be moving. This probably means that you'll be moving away from their family house, because most of the time you're moving in with your husband's family. But that's good, because I think that'll be really good for you. I don't think it'll always work out. You'll be trying to prove that you're the right person. But I think in general, you'll both be happy, just in general. So I think there will be a move. And that will be good, because if it's harder for you, then yeah. In general, that will be good. Humor says, what's coming towards me in the rest of August? Hello, Mancy. Just ask a question if you haven't put it down. Hello, Chaymay. So it's humors soon. Okay, what's coming towards me rest of August? You'll be able to heal your heart, humor, which actually is really good, because we go through a state of not healing until we finally get to a point that we can heal. And that's great, because I don't know about you, it's really good to have that healing energy come to you, and suddenly you're not so stressed about the next relationship, and you could see it as just being that relationship, not any of your past relationships, which is great. Juvia says, my man's feelings towards me right now. Oh, God. Cats, why are you jumping out? You're just like... They're like, baby! Or something like that. They're like, I like this question. I think they when they like a question, they're always like, yes! Okay, what is he feeling right now? Firstly, it might be that he's starting to figure out whether he wants a commitment, like married, getting kids with you. So this might be something that's really important question, because this is a life question. This is the difference between shall I choose this or another thing. Also, he tends to, I would say for me, this would be that he tends to get stuck in his own little reality quite a lot. And so therefore he might not see always like what you do, but he definitely feels it. Yeah. So it might be that he tends to be one of those people that you ask like the question 3,000 times and then suddenly he says hello. So hello a little bit. Hello Sharisti. So Money says energy between Vanessa and I. So they want you to play with them. They want you to communicate with them. There's like this kind of wrong communication, not enough play happening. They want you to play with them. They're wanting that kind of connection. You're just realizing that you might overthink everything, and you might think, oh, maybe they're too busy. They want to hear from you and stuff like that. So what? Didn't I do this beautiful soul for you? George? Yeah, I did. So it was then a little bit says Capricorn boy is single right now. I'm very sure I did that, beautiful soul. If I didn't, let me know. Is single right now? Yeah, I would say so. But there's already options. So you might have to put in your like your offer and kind of like put it in there and took yourself up a little bit. So then it's Shirishi. No, Jades, I didn't. I didn't. I'm very sure that I have. Sometimes the internet goes down and I don't realize that. So I will try to do it again. But yeah, I did actually say that. I hate when people don't get their things. And current feelings for me has contacted me this month. Shriti, I don't think so. This is a death card, so I would say this relationship is on its way out. They'll possibly start in another cycle. If they're not in contact with you, then that cycle's ended. Okay? So Vit says, sorry, you skipped my question. I'm very sure Jades and Vit got answered, but I will try again. So please have a general. So you are struggling. The cards want to tell you that it's okay. It's not that far away from the end of your struggle being over. They see you winning. Even though you won't have what you completely want, they tell you that you just need to work on it. Keep stretching, growing, looking outside the box for what you want. Because they're saying that even though you might feel like you're coming up short, you just need to stretch out a little bit more. Okay? Okay, Sun Goddess says, did I already meet the one online? Was this recent or a while ago? So you'll probably remember this person because they moved. They had a physical move. So when you met them, you probably really enjoyed their company, but they moved for something and you kind of lost contact with them, and that was someone that you would have been really attracted to, and was someone that you would have connected on a deeper level. I don't think that you won't find someone new, Sun Goddess, because I believe that there's a lot of people, soulmates for everybody. But yeah. Jade says, what is O's current thoughts for me? So I'll try this now. I'm sorry if it doesn't have that thing. Okay, so yeah. So what's O's current thoughts for you? That you've got everything that they want. I did say that O was moving. There was a physical move for O. I remember, because that was the thing. So O's current thoughts of you would be that you have everything, but they are in a state of physical moving. Jades, I pulled out a chariot for you. So that's a hard one. They possibly find you very attractive and everything. I am good, Zena. So DT is next. The move doesn't indicate separation from a partner. Can you please tell? Hello, S. Okay. Yeah, it's hard because there's quite a lot of stuff here. So the karma could be in play if anything happened in this kind of connection. Karma can come back. They did enjoy the time that you were flirting with them, showing interest in them in general. They want you to see the smaller things possibly in life. Maybe you do stuff that like you're too kind of bigger focused, and they want you to kind of be more attentive to details. And they're also like hiding away. So the hermit. So I think in general, they aren't completely taking you out of their life, and I don't think they particularly are going towards separation, but they're also withdrawing their energy from the world. So in some ways it could be that after time you just grow apart. But at the moment, Aditi, they don't seem like they're going anywhere out. Okay. So Humor says, angel guidance, please. The angels say that you're going to get to a point that you kind of break out from what you feel or believe because other people tell you stuff and you believe them fully. And they're telling you that you're going to get to a point that you just let go of things. You start relaxing because you realize that there's a difference between what you believe and what other people tell you. And this is good because that kind of gives you a lot of ways of just clearing the air. You'll be like, okay. Hello, Edie. Chaymay says, will Thiango reach out to me today? Okay. It's hard because I got to a point and okay, so what's coming towards you? Will Thiango? Yes. So Chaymay says, will Thiango reach out to me today? It doesn't seem like today, my dear. No. I think that their plate's full. They can't add anything more to that. Okay, so Edie says, who's coming towards me in September? Okay, so what's coming towards you in September is a lot of your goals will start making sense to you. You'll start chasing them a little bit more, which is great, because in general that makes you feel a lot better about yourself. So yeah, I feel like in general you'll start enjoying and opening up to more possibilities. Is there someone else in his life? Leo, possibly. You have the lovers here, so can I have clarification on the lovers, please? You asked about someone else, so that would... Okay, is this Leo? Please. Because this could be that, I didn't need all those cards, please. Can you just give me a clarification card for Leo? Because this could be that... I would say that it's someone else, this lover's card. This is not you, because this star means grow yourself, and this is the hangman. So this could be just a falling into another situation. So I would say this is not you in this. So sorry, Leo. Chili. Hi, why am I attracted to TM? And Xena, you're next after Sibia. So why am I attracted to TM presently? Because they make you feel attractive, feel desirable, like you have more options than them. So a lot of times we like people that show us that we're more attractive than we feel. Also that they give you a way out of how you're currently feeling. They give you kind of a space, a time that you don't have to think. You don't put yourself in a situation that you feel stuck or trapped or kind of suffocated. They just give you that space where you kind of start enjoying yourself like a little bit every single day. So that's what attracts you to that. It is the Cat Tarot. There is a link in the stream description, I think. So you can go, and if you like it, you can order it. But does Thomas want to keep talking to me every single day? Cena, it seems so. They really enjoy like you being flirtatious. They like the communication. Yeah, so I feel in general, yeah, they want to keep on contact every single day. Monday, we aren't in contact at all as she doesn't reply to my messages. So it's S's next one. So I stopped contacting her? Okay. Okay, so I got an insurance claim. Will my dad buy me a Royal Enfield bike in September? It possibly is the insurance claim is not why your dad won't buy you a bike. It's something to do with like he has no idea how you're going to actually drive this, so you gotta actually prove that you're going to be responsible, because no, if you can't prove that, no bike. So Edie says how my September will be with Pisces. Kenya, it got deleted because it was spammed. So can you actually put your thing in again? Thank you, Arcania. So How will my September be with Pisces? They won't see a lot of options for them in September. They're kind of feeling a little bit down because they won't see the opportunities that are right in front of them. You can't point that out to them. They just have to naturally get to that state themselves. Okay, so it's Arcanian now. Oh my god. Hello, Shrek! Arcadia! You got the Queen of Pentacles. Yes. Yes, I definitely say big yes. So financial stability in the future, and will I have a new business? You pulled the Queen of Pentacles. She is a very powerful businesswoman. She knows what she wants, and she's got the financial goals to prove it. So yes, I would say in generally, if you pull that out, then yes. But you also have to feel like you've got the Queen of Pentacles energy as well. Because I could tell you, but you have to believe. So Maria is the next one. Can I know what Adil's current feelings are for you? Okay, for Samaria. So instead of me, moi, it's Samaria. So Adil's current feelings. Yeah, it seems like a very positive, but also that they might not totally understand like the connection between you, because this one's no ideas. This is a manifestation of no ideas, and this is if there's opportunities around, they don't see them. So in general, I would say that they don't know that you like them, or they don't understand that you really want to be with them. Like, they see you as a positive person, they like being around you, but they don't know, Samaria, that you like them. So DLMND says, how does AA feel about BM? Oh my god. Okay, that was pretty instantaneous. Okay. What does AA feel about BM? It kind of goes up and down. They tend to kind of leave that to chance, pretty much what they're feeling. They aren't really concentrating very much on the kind of, they go from love to money. So I would say that they're kind of letting this connection go in some ways, because there's just this lack of like forward momentum with this DMD. So if this is you, they might just be waiting for something to happen. So they're kind of waiting for the other person to do something, but they're starting to grow kind of impatient with this connection in general. So Amanda says, Gomes. Sorry. I said your last name is Gnomes. I'm sorry. That would be cute though. Amanda Gnomes. So may I ask, I live in board with my cousin D. I think the whole idea is that this kind of means that you're overthinking every single option, and you haven't given yourself enough planning to make this happen, because you're in this kind of state of, oh, I wish I was a fish so I could fly. So in general, if you really want to do this, you have to put a concrete plan into place instead of looking at the options going, I want this to happen. Well, then do it. You are your own person. You drive your own whip. You save your own money. So yeah, if you really want this, it will happen. But not as a wish, I'm a fish so I could fly. So Denise says, will David contact me this week? No, I don't think so, Denise. David won't contact you this week because there's still in that feeling of, yeah. So then it's Tasvia's. What's the feelings of Raymond for me? Is he going to try to communicate with me soon? Tasvia, if he's not communicating with you right now, he's a very one-track-sided person right now. So if he's not really concentrating on you, then he's concentrating on something else. And if he's concentrating on something else, he's not going to be concentrating on you. So I would say let that situation go. Because this person's got a one-track mind at the moment. Shrek says, how will Anahat contact me next? Okay, well, cards, stop giving me the... My cats are very agitated today. It's possibly because I had 2 cups of coffee this morning and they're starting to go a little bit wild. So how will Anahat contact me next? Possibly through like a phone call. I would say that that's a phone call than a text. And in a fun and possibly flirtatious manner, if that's what you want. If this person is like your grandmother, then no. But they'll be just happy. Okay. S, what is SS thinking about me? They're leaving this up to chance. They're kind of waiting for the universe to tell them. Actually, no. No, this is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I apologize, S. They're actually planning something. They're not leaving this to chance. They're planning something. So they're planning something with you involved. So that's good. SS says, I'm starting an online bakery selling page. Will that be successful? Tease people with how beautiful your bread looks. But yes, I would say in general, if you definitely do the teasing, they will come. That's a very positive message there. So yes, I would say for sure. SS. It doesn't mean that it's bread, but in general, tease them. Cubia says, X on you, loving coming towards me. Oh, yeah. Okay, so X on you loving towards me. Sorry guys, they're falling down. I hope that I'm not showing you much back. So this is the Tower falling down and the King of Swords in reverse. So this is actually, I would say, a X coming towards you. This is King of Wands in reverse. That means that this person kind of was kind of leaning on you in some ways in more attention manner. So they wanted your whole attention. But the Tower moment means that you built up that relationship quite quickly and it just fell down. And this is an opportunity to build that connection back up. But yeah, in general, that's who's coming towards you, Humia. Sunil says, yesterday, sir told me one job, I will get that job. The other job getting me? Oh, do you want to say, like, which one will get you, Sunil? I'm really confused. Come on, cats. Well, it seems very hard because both of them will come back to you, Sunil. And it's a choice because it's a life choice. You've got to choose which one you want. So you've got to kind of get back to that where you go, okay, which one's going to be better? I would suggest thinking about that today and then get that, because they're so different. It's kind of a life choice in general. When will I get married? I am single, says Spiritual Songs. I think when you get to a point that you can communicate with someone and work with them, because at the moment, the way that you kind of communicate isn't kind of helping with the other partner. So maybe I would suggest like having emails, like pen pals with someone. This might be like more arranged marriage, kind of talking letters kind of thing slowly, so you understand the person's Spiritual Songs, than a very quick connection, because you don't do very well in a very fast relationship. Shrek says, am I manifesting? I am Dora's emission, and am I on the current path currently? I think, Shrek, you're kind of putting your eggs in one basket. The thing is very much like you're very driven, and they're telling you to kind of loosen up and see the outside world without being too close to this, Shrek. So yeah, so in general, that's the thing. I would say you need to kind of figure out, is there more things that you need to kind of focus on at this time other than the college? Because I think in general, it's more that it's kind of affecting you mentally right now. So S says, how does AP view me? They're kind of cold to you right now, and they're also giving up the connection. So unless you really want to stay in contact with them, S, they aren't really kind of worried about this. They also were thinking that you're kind of very dependent on them, like in a way of attention or time, and they kind of got a little bit annoyed with that because they tend to be busy, or they tend to have that. Okay, so I am going to skip that, Zena, because I already answered that. So if you didn't actually get that, then I'm sorry. I will try to explain what cards I pulled. So Vit says, what's the energies with Stevie after the past week and weekend? I said we could just be friends, and he said it was better than nothing, etc. I think that he was a little bit upset. He wanted more. He's still thinking that he's going to get more of it. So be a little bit careful, because he's still wanting that thing. So you might have to really kind of watch that. Avinash says, yesterday I was with a girl. I meet the girl. Does she love me and maybe be my future wife? Avinash, that's very fast. Hello, Lita. So yeah, You might have put yourself in a situation. Was there kind of a little bit of an argument or a little bit of a thing that you didn't agree with? She's remembered that, so therefore it might be something that you might have to say something about. Because she's still upset with you, so yeah. Let's ask about the wife, just so like we're clear on that before I move on to other things. Hello, Tachi. Chris, just ask a question. You will have to get up and move. So you have to put in a lot of work with this person. If you want this person to be your wife, you can't wait around. You need to get up and get going. You have to show, or you're just not going to get this person. It might be that they're just like, what would I say? Like a 9 and you're like a 7. So you really need to prove that. Edie says, I want to ask whether anybody is coming towards me romantically in September. You're just too much chaos. Sort yourself out. Because that energy is too chaotic. Too chaotic for most people, Edie. So you need to kind of find a hobby or interest that kind of burns off that energy. And then, yes. I would say go to the gym or something like that. Or get a kind of active thing. Because that energy is way too chaotic. Chaotic for someone to deal with, yes? Can I get a job soon, please? Okay, there is a physical move, Charlotte, involved. You might actually have to move for a job. So you might need to ask a friend if you know that you can move somewhere else, Charlotte, for a job. Also, it says that you need to focus more on your love more than your money. Which kind of sounds really bad because you're like, I need money, I need a job. Like, the cards don't understand, but they are telling you to kind of work on what you love. So it could be that you already have a hobby that you can make some money out of, and they're sitting there going, damn, girl. Work on that and then, like, come back to us. So that's 2 things to work on it. So that might be that you need to stay at a friend's house and kind of work yourself away through. So Lita says, what does C feel about me currently? They're feeling a state of disconnect, discontentment. This might not be you. This can flavor a lot of connections we have currently if we're not feeling great about ourselves. So Lita, kind of make sure that they know that you're finding them attractive, finding them sexy, finding them hot. If that's what you want, if they're friend and you don't have that, make sure they feel happy, that they like, oh yes, that's the new dress, oh thank you. Kind of thing. Because at the moment they're not feeling very good about themselves in general. They feel a lack of confidence. So Benita says, why do I feel Christopher's energy last night? Because there is some unresolved issues here. So there is this kind of feeling like you wanted this connection to continue, or that is not going the way that you want it to go, Benita. And so therefore you're dealing with possibly guilt that you've built up over time about, like, did you do enough about this connection in general? And that's kind of throwing you off. So Benita, I would say to you, you need to let that kind of guilt go. It wasn't to do with you, and realize that there's someone else to deal with that, okay? So Press, no worries, Zena. What's coming towards me? It's hard because there is something coming towards you. And it is, I feel like it's unfair. It could be like a parking ticket when you didn't park somewhere. Whatever comes towards you, and when it's unfair, make sure to get someone that can fight for you, or make sure that you kind of say something about it. Because I feel in some ways, Press, you don't say things. You just pay the fine, or you pay, and whether like it or not, you might need to kind of stand up for yourself this time and say, this is not fair. And realize that it's not just like for you, it's possibly the other people around you that you need to talk to about that. Because yeah, the more that we feel like that can be very hard for us to get out of in general. I'm sorry that wasn't good news, Press, but it feels like in general, you know what I'm talking about. So Aditya, what is Leo's current feelings towards me? Is he serious about me? I'm a Pisces and he's a Leo. Well, he's definitely trying to put on his serious cap here. Now, he possibly has this bit where he normally treats people like playthings, because Leos can kind of be a little bit more... Let's go generalistic here before people are like, I'm a Leo! I disagree. Leos can be a little bit more narcissistic in nature. So they tend to think, okay, like these people around me are a little bit more like, but he's putting his mature cap on in this relationship. So I would feel like he's being serious. He's kind of one of those people, let go with the flow kind of thing. But he's put his mature cap on for you. So I would say he's serious. So BDO lover, Bedio lover says, what's H's current feelings towards me? Currently. Oh my god. He wants to build something slowly over time with you. There is the kind of feeling of like, getting to know you, getting to understand you, but slowly, very, very slowly. It could be to the point that you're like, oh my god, will this person actually start really getting into a relationship or in connections with me? So if this is a friend, it's more like, can they just open up and tell me what's on their mind? But they're a very wise person, and they think that you're a very mature person and very wise person as well. So in general, that's really good. So Tanache says, general reading. Hello, Lena. Hello, Kat. How are you? So general reading. No ways. So... general reading. Tanache, you can do it. You can do it. It's not that hard. The little kitty cat can get up here. Just like a little bit more anticipation, and then you could get what you want. Okay? So just keep on hoping. So just keep on pouncing on the thing until you get it. Okay? So yeah, it's yeah, the cards are saying you could do it. Kat says, what the guy I met yesterday feels about me. They have to get back on the drawing board. They kind of tried to get closer to you and they missed. So they're possibly, if you've already like scheduled another date, or you said, okay, my month is a little bit busy, they're kind of looking towards the next month. So they're kind of, if you've already made plans, they're kind of looking towards that. If they kind of felt like the date was a slight disaster and they didn't feel like they've got through to you, they possibly could move on. So Kat, if you really like this person, like send them a thing and go, hey, like I really like this, but they kind of like, if you said, okay, like I'll meet like another date when you went out, then yeah. So Alina says a general reading, please. No worries, Arcadia. So the thing is, it'll tell you. So sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it's like you're spamming like your emojis and it's just like not taking it. So general reading for me, please. There is a calling for you to look after your money, to save it, to not spend too much. There is kind of a thing coming that you'll possibly need quite a lot of your money for in the future. So it's kind of trying to tell you to save it and then to kind of mature more, well, bring in more kind of finances that you can kind of work on, because they're saying like bring in little parts of money that you can grow. Yeah. So Lena, if you have like a little tiny like job on the side, make sure that you can bring it in, grow it a little bit more, or create a new job on the side for yourself, and kind of go through your bank account. If you have subscriptions that you don't use, please get rid of them, and then work towards just saving some money. So Harsha, I don't know what why it got deleted. Can you please try and put it down again? Because yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit hard, but like I don't have any mods yet, so it's gonna be a little bit harder. So now it's Benita's. Has Christopher consulted a physic about you? I don't think that they have. This doesn't seem like a sign of a physic. They're just doing their own thing, looking towards the future, not really thinking about now, and so therefore it's kind of hard, Harsha. That's yeah. So sorry, Benita, sorry, this is your reading. So they really haven't consulted a physic at all, I would say by that. So Harsha says, is there a marriage between me and Sigel? Divine message. Hello Christy, how are you? So is yeah, time frame. So a marriage between you and Sigel. It's only coming up with one. So this is the moon in reverse. It means that you will stop thinking about what your critics say about things. So time frame means that it might be very hard for you both to get married. It possibly is a youth thing that you have to go through for people to understand and accept that you want to get married together. So this might be down to showing people that you want to do this. And this is hard because I don't think there's kind of a time frame towards this, because this has to deal with both of you deciding to do this with kind of disregarding how you guys feel and disregarding how other people say this won't work or anything like that. Yeah. So I would say as soon as you both get over what other people are going to say or be scared about what other people will say, then you'll get married. Prista says, how's the feelings of Rapid for me? That word jumped and then didn't. So what's his feelings for Rapid for me? Maybe that you're too out of reach. There is this kind of feeling like you both, he can't get you completely. Hello, Blink Blink. So it's kind of hard because with this Pritha, it means that he feels like he's unworthy. And you can't tell someone else that they're worthy of your time and attention. You can only show that you have plenty of time for them. But they have to get there themselves, okay? So Niha says, hello ma'am, how are you? I'm very good, thank you Niha. Please may I know if I got selected in the exam I was given on the 14th of August. Give me a second, Julia. I did see you, so yeah. Thank you, SS. So this is Niha's message. The cats were jumping and now they're just like, nah. Okay, will you get selected on the 14th of August? I think you'll have to have a makeup exam for this, Niha, because you got some of your answers right, but you kind of failed on the ones you overthought on. And this might be something that you keeps on going, but this is generally why this kind of keeps on happening. So just like, I think that you'll have to have a makeup exam, but it's just because you wrote your questions again, like your answers again for some of them, and you got them right the first time. Hello, I feel strong connection between me and Aries. Will we ever have something solid? Says Julian. So I am Capricorn. I think not. This is kind of a bit where there's kind of a swing and miss. I feel like you both want certain things that both of you have, but there's kind of like a disparity, like someone wants to do something and someone else wants to kind of go another direction. So it could be like you want to get married and have kids and the other person wants to kind of travel, and these things are hard because it just might be an age thing. Maybe you're both not mature enough yet to kind of settle down. And that can be frustrating because they seem like a very good person. Reefa says, how is R feeling and thinking about me? Now, this is a male card, so this is a hard one. So if you're the female in their connection, they're more thinking about providing. They're more thinking about being in a state where they can look after you financially, because with King of Pentacles, they only invest in what they think is value. And so therefore, when they see someone that they like, they invest in them. if you are the male in this connection, they see you as this King of Pentacles, that you are very business orientated, business minded. You like seeing the money, the ebb and flow of money, and that's a good thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. So there's you go, Reefer. Blink Blink says the thoughts and feelings of Arslan towards me. It's kind of like they want to, but at the same time, Blink Blink, they also get told other things from other people that keep you at bay. So they're kind of tempted, but their friends or their family say against this. So it's up to them to kind of feel whether they want to be tempted by this connection and come to you, or they are going to listen to what other people say. So then it's a Shakshi Shetty. So should I continue my relationship with JM or break up with him? I think you've got to let go of this connection. Let go of this control over this connection. Because I think in general, you'll realize that once you let go, that you have kind of kept yourself little for this person for a very long time. You were sharing all your kind of good things with them, and they kind of took that for granted. And you were very much like a person that worked and worked and worked on this connection until you had too much. So in general, I feel like you stuck around and you kind of worked with this connection for too long. You need to let it go, okay? So Kishi, that's yours. And Jolia says, when will Jay text me? Okay. Rapali, hello! Jay's going to text you. Well, it depends on them because they are wanting to text you. They're kind of concerned about what they should say to you because they're a little bit worried about their words. And also they kind of have friends or family right now that they have to take care of. So they're going to text you pretty much, I think, this week or in a couple of days. But they're kind of getting really scared of what they're going to say to you. So Vit says, what does KP secretly think about me? So what does KP say to you? Well, firstly, you're a very easygoing person. You're always planning for the future. You're very playful in nature. You tend to be a little bit slow at kind of creating things or making ideas or making plans. So even if you're like, oh yeah, like the future, you leave every kind of thinking for them. You also tend to be more introverted than them. And you tend to not have a clue when it comes to, like, possibly people. Maybe you're a little bit more of a person that doesn't understand people very well. And that's okay. That's fine. That happens to everybody. But when you're around them, you kind of make them feel like they lose their problems, lose their worries, because you're very good at making people feel better about themselves. So I feel like in general fit, that's what they feel. So Ripali says, is Jatin still keep an eye on your LinkedIn? Oh my god. Where is that card gone? Oh my god. Oh, everything's falling down today. Everything. Okay. I feel like it's foolish to believe that they keep on seeing your LinkedIn. They don't. They don't. They have other things to do, so I don't think they look at your thing at all, Rupali. Sarabe says, when will I get that job? Give me a second. Will you get that job? When will I get a job? Sarabe, you pulled up this one. And it could be that you're very dependent on finance or something like that, or you just feel like you're not confident enough to get what you want financially. And I would suggest that if you're feeling like that, you need to take some courses. You need to take some more training for you to feel confident enough to get yourself a job. Because I feel like in general, you kind of talk yourself down in interviews. You don't dress the part. You don't have that confidence that people expect from an interview. And that's where you get wrong, Sarabe. So, Rahel says, what's coming towards me and love in August? So, Rahul, this is the Queen of Wands. She is a very independent, very fierce person. But that's who's coming towards you, Rahul. This very, very confident woman. Yes. Okay, so... Charlie says, is my sister having bad attentions for me? Oh my god. All the cards are just jumping everywhere now. No worries, cat. Okay. Do you need all of these? Possibly. But attentions towards you. I think there's a lot of stuff in general, sisters are like. So she's kind of feeling a little bit stuck right now and takes her bad mood out on you. There is kind of a bit that she kind of is upset that you get a lot of what you want and she doesn't get it. So sometimes that's a thing that she's feeling. But in general, it says look after yourself first, kind of love yourself first. Because in general, she's not being mean to you. Per se, she just feels frustrated and upset because you always get what you want. In some ways, she's not feeling bad intentions. She's not sabotaging you. She's just having a problem. Is Alex in love with you, Diamond D? I don't know. This is. Usually if this is the right way around, this is new love, but this is reverse. So I would say that he is not actually in love with you. There's just this feeling of overwhelmed by love. So it could be that they just can't deal with love right now. So yeah, I don't think that they're in love with you because they don't have enough time for it. So Arifa says, has R muted my story or is he just busy? That's a lot of cards. I'm going to ask again. because you can say that simpler. I think he has actually checked that out, and it's actually helped him a lot more to check on you and see that you're right, Reefer. So in some ways he's not muted it. He's just like healing his heart. So if that's what he needs to, yeah, he's just healing. Hello, Sultana. How are you today? I like your voice. Thank you. Currently, what is A currently feeling about me? And will he reach out to you? I think so. There is like a physical move or something planned for this person, but they're kind of realizing that they've got everything under control, and they will contact you very soon because they feel like this connection is very, very strong between you both. So in general, they're coming towards you, but they need to kind of get over something first. And I would say that this is a reverse judgment card and death card. So whatever they're doing, possibly a past relationship they've had to go through, and they're just sorting that out now. Okay? Sultana? So does a MVP use black magic witchcraft against me? Oh, where is my mouse? Because I need to scroll down now. Cindy, I did answer that like a while ago. Hello, Mu-chan. Okay, so does VP use black? No, they wouldn't use black magic towards you. They care about you, Vit, so they wouldn't use like witchcraft towards you. Why is Chrisan attacking me behind my back so much, says Christy. Can we put at the end of the list now? List is closed, please. Because I'm starting to get really tired. So Dreamer Girl says, will Shakshi and Shriak have a long-lasting relationship together? Thank you. This is hard because this is what I call the scaredy cat card. When this is in reverse, this is a scaredy cat. So one of you is a little bit scared of like being together in a relationship compared to the other. So that's hard because in general that feels like you have a point of time that you need to address that's a little bit of a scaredy cat feeling. So once you address the fears of being in a relation versus not, I feel like you will be in a long-lasting relationship. But you need to understand why they're having a problem. So it's Christie's now. Why is Kristen attacking me behind my back so much? Oh my god. That just shot out into the wilderness. My god. Why are they attacking you so much? It's hard because they are wanting money or they're needing money and you're kind of in their way for money. Why, I don't know, Christy, but I would say that they're trying to like give you a bad name because they possibly have you as a competitor or something like that. I have no idea. But that's what I'm coming up with. Why? Oh, sorry, Rafrif. I will answer that after Jolia's. When am I going to be back in my country for a visit? Jolia. I wish that I knew. Okay, when you're coming back for a visit, the world is very chaotic right now. It's telling you that it might be a while, and kind of work on reducing the chaos. But it's saying that possibly, I would say this is going to be early next year. Is like your bounds will be free and you'll be free to go back. But it's telling you to reduce chaos. So if you get vaccinations, if you get the passport, the vaccine passport, then you will be able to travel as soon as possible in the new year. I would say like March, I would say so. Raffriff says, Felix of Raffle for me, is he missing me? No worries, Shetty. Okay. Raph for me, is he missing me? He has a weakness for you, Raffriff. So I would say in general, yeah. He's missing you a lot. So Ashi says, hello, may I ask for messages from my spirit guides that I need to know at most this time? Ashi, you've got to realize that they're telling you that you are loved and cared for, and you always have friends and family around you. Tend to foster the connections more, because the lack of independence for you is going to really hurt. So make sure that you connect and you spend time with other people, because that's important to you, and that should be what you focus on. Okay, Gracie, I am very good, thank you. Hello, Mom. So Money Niece says, what's coming towards me next month? I think that there is going to be good things coming into your life, but you need to kind of plan to receive them, because they'll possibly go out of your life if you're not ready for them. So I would say declutter stuff, save some money. If there's anything that you can do to kind of give yourself more space and more money. So if there's like any kind of opportunity, you can jump at it straight away, Mum, instead of like watching it kind of walk past you. So so Sakashi says, hello, Mum, will my brother Venkash be able to buy a second-hand flat? It seems like there is an opportunity to buy a flat, but I think the second-hand flat you're talking about is not going to happen. I think that there's too many people that have offered, and there's too many other people that will get to offer something higher. So I would suggest waiting on, and you'll find something better very soon. So it possibly is not that second-hand flat that they'll get. It'll be something better. So Gracie says, may I ask how Benjamin felt when we saw each other this past weekend? I don't think so. So therefore, Gracie, they're feeling like they haven't got everything together. They might have got really excited, and then they kind of went, yeah. So they're kind of in a state of like, you know how you kind of Not to say that you are, Gracie. You know when you go in and you buy a gorgeous dress and you're really happy with it, and then you go home and you beat yourself up about the price tag. And I hate comparing yourself to a beautiful dress, but in general, we go through this like happiness when we meet people, and then we kind of beat ourselves over the head about everything else to go with it. And that's what's actually happening, is that kind of feeling. So in general, that's a hard thing. Yeah. So all right, I am going to write list is closed down the bottom, just so then I can finish up after everybody else is finished. So yeah, I think that the kind of a little bit of that. So make sure to say hi. Make sure to bring them to the like, it was really nice to meet you, when can we meet again kind of feeling, because then it'll perk themselves up. They'll start thinking, oh yeah, this is a good thing. Also, hi, is there a list? No, just put down the question. I hope that you got in before the list is closed. I know that that's kind of a hard one. Okay, so may I ask another question? Will I reconcile with my wife? I think it'll be hard because you possibly are not in the right place saving financially, which was like why they kind of possibly left in the first place, that money was important to them, and you kind of have a tendency to spend it. You don't save it, and that's why you need to kind of save it, because it's going straight through your life, and they noticed that and they were really upset about that. But in some ways it says keeping strong, keeping persistent, because if you do this and change the way that you see money, they'll be back, okay? Jolly, I have actually done that one. And Cindy, I will pull this out here. I was not here? Oh, Cindy, you should have waited. I'm very sure I pretty much answered that after you actually put in that question. Okay, let me pull this. I know sometimes it's hard to wait, but that was the one that came out. Okay, will Dee reach out soon? No, I don't think they will. This is the Two of Cups in a reverse. So usually the thing is that this means coming together, and this one is feeling like you're both not together. There's kind of a separation between you two. So I don't think they'll reach out anytime soon, Cindy. In general. Sorry about that. When will I meet my future spouse? Anu. Okay. Okay, I think this is you, Anu. I have no idea. And this is the King of Cups. So it's always a male card. So this could be your future partner if you're female. If you're male yourself, this is King of Cups. This is emotional energy. This is the feeling of just being more comfortable at home, listening to other people more than speaking, and being very emotionally open to other people. And this is a gorgeous card. I really enjoy the energy. but it's telling you that if you're male, to work on those attributes. If you're female, this is your archetype to look for. And so therefore, you've got to realize that they're not going to be at anything loud. So yeah. I would say that, yeah, I think that you possibly are projecting your fears a bit on how you feel that other people can brainwash you or control you. And I think in general, like, you need to figure out, like, yeah, that no one's going to hurt you because you already have some very good things in your life. And you should be working on your own things a bit instead of concentrating on what other people are doing around you, because you're doing very good for yourself. So just concentrate on that. So Shawali says, will my lover and I be able to meet physically this month and live together? I would say that that's a very, very possible thing, Shawali. I think in general, like, you've got enough savings. They're in a very good space where they can invest as well. There is a very good chance of that because of the positivity of these cards. It might be that you have to wait a little bit to move in, but in general, like, the meeting up physicality, yes. For sure. Okay. Shawali. Okay, so I see ya. Hi, I see ya. Mahat's current feelings for me. Okay, so Mahat's current feelings for you is a little bit colder. So this in its reverse feeling is winter. So this could be that they're kind of cooled off the relationship right now and they don't feel like that right now. So that's kind of a hard thing. So Riffraff, you okay. So what's going on with Raph? What is he upset about? You flirting with other people, Riffraff. You're flirting with other people and that's like really upsetting him. Okay? Okay. Jolia says, how much and I... Not going to be available? That's not true. Jolia, you said that you wanted to go back to your country. It's the whole idea is that you need to have your vaccine passport available. And it's like March is the only way that you're going to go back to your country. Yeah. So Jolia, that's fine. If you don't believe the cards, that's okay. But yeah, it's March. It's not going to be now. Blue Sky, hello please, can I ask Chris the cancer's actions towards me next 2 weeks? My name is Rafia. Hello Blue Sky. No worries, Ashi. Okay, so they want to actually play with you, communicate with you. They're going to try and make sure that you know that they're very, very open to having this relationship where they try to make you feel like you want to play with them and you want to communicate with them. And they just want someone that can feel their vibe and feel their energy. Blue Sky. Kat, I met the guy at school, not on the date. I don't talk much. Maybe you mean that I should talk more? Yeah, I feel so, Kat. September reading for you, Humia, and then the list is closed. So, Humia, this is your reading. If you're female, this means just bringing it out. And yeah, so... So this is like independence, and enjoy your independent nature, and feel this kind of surrounding energy. If you feel stuck inside at the moment, just kind of reach out and talk to other people right now and get yourself in that space where you enjoy other people's natures in general. Do people feel brainwashed or controlled by me though? But I what would I say? Like, everybody that we bring into our life has control over us. So yeah, in general, like, we're going to have a problem. Hey, Weisel, we finished the listing. So the list is closed. And also, Ijwala, I have finished for tonight. I am so sorry, but I'm feeling like very tired tonight. So list is closed and we are back on Sunday. So I'm hoping that I can do it straight away on Sunday. So yeah. I'm sorry. You were after the list is closed. If I go and do your question, then I have to do everybody else's as well. I'm sorry. Have a good night. It's the day where I'm at, and it's Monday. Well, Monday then. Monday for you. So this time tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Like, obviously Monday for you. Much love. I will see you back on Sunday. I hope you have a good day and take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.